All right. Are we there? Captain Vlosh, can you hear me? Welcome, guys, to the Mary Boozers channel. Today, as promised, we have our brand new FlexJet here from our good friend, Kevin Farrows. He's let us borrow this airplane to unbox it for you and do the flight video. We really got to give him props. I mean, Kevin has just been a great supporter of the channel. He's already picked up a new shirt from us. He's let us borrow the airplane.
New shirts.
And we have new t-shirts for us. I know I'm wearing one of Ryan's right now, but I'm going to let some guys trickle in before we actually talk too much about the shirts yet. But we actually have the Papa Dots custom shirts now with his artwork on them. Do we have anybody in yet, Lori?
Dave Kowalski is in here.
Dave
Oh,
Kowalski. Kowalski. I can't ever say your name right, Dave. I'm sorry. I know it's Dave.
Dave's in
But
here.
he's been great, too. He's been moderating for us. He's got the fastest fingers in the West for kicking people out of the chat that shouldn't be here. But Dave, if you don't mind today, drop some links to our t-shirt store. We actually have 5 new designs with Dad's patch artwork on them now. So the squadron patches are available on our t-shirt store as t-shirts now. We're really excited to be bringing those to you guys.
And I got to give kudos to Lori because Lori has worked real hard to do all the graphics that has to be done computer-wise to put them on these t-shirts. So, I mean, this has been a combined effort from me to Lori to everybody.
This has gone all the way around the
Boozer
Boozer
shirts
circle.
on for you guys, and I hope that you guys are going to enjoy wearing them.
Yep, big thanks to Mrs. Boozer on the shirts.
Yep. And another thing is that I'd like to say, and I keep asking people, if you don't see something or you have some particular squadron that you would, World War II would be particular. I do the World War II stuff, but I can possibly in the future go beyond that.
Right.
If somebody really wants something beyond that,
Vietnam
I can do
era,
anything.
new era, however.
But I've always stuck with the World War II stuff because I've just always kind of liked that era. But if somebody has an interest on something, then all I have to do is do the artwork. Then Lori has to do her thing, and then we'll have it up on the shirt thing. We've kind of got some more ideas to do with these things in the future. So just keep looking, and we'll keep putting some stuff out on these things.
Well, guys, as he's kind of talking about the patches, I'm going to start cutting the tape on this brand new box. You know, brand new airplane smell. So we're really excited. Like I said again, thanks, Kevin. If you're in here tonight or today, whatever time it is, I'm always so confused, for letting us borrow this airplane to do our video on. We really appreciate all the support he's been giving us lately in letting us use this. So what we're going to do here is we've got the box ready to open. Let's just flip it right here, Dad. Let's take the lid off, and then we're going to move it up there. So here it goes. Fresh, brand new FlexJet. Woo! Sorry about the sound of that.
Alright, we got Phone Boy in here. We got Victor Shangelis. We got Jack Miller.
Oh, and there's more tape to cut. So here we go. Guys, welcome.
Everybody.
Once again, like we were saying, we'll make sure to link the t-shirt store at the end of the video today. Woo! And it's the blue FlexJet today. Everybody's always done the orange one, so we're kind of excited to show you the blue one. Come on up here, show them how it comes. Packaged extremely well. I doubt there's going to be any damage in this airplane, you know. You can tell they really, really spent their time packaging this airplane well. So now I've just got
a couple of questions.
Okay, what kind of questions do we have right now?
First one is from Phone Boy. He wants to know how much it is.
I forgot off the top of my head. I think it's 500.
It's not cheap.
It's not cheap. It's not a cheap airplane. I want to say this one's around 500. Somebody look that up real quick. You can go to RC Jetworks right now, and you'll see how much it is right there on RC Jetworks.
And then the next one is from Victor. He's asking who's flying it.
Well, I'm probably going to be flying it. Kevin's going to be flying it. Maybe Dad will get brave. You know, guys, I'll tell you, I've actually flown a FlexJet already. Kevin actually has the orange one, and he's let me borrow and fly it. And this is one of the best flying jets. Here you go, Dad. On the market right now. If you're wanting an easy airplane, I was able to do a wheelie the whole length of the runway with this thing when I landed it. And I mean, it was neat.
Yeah, even Ryan
Ryan even says it. Yeah.
He says they probably got the gear in just the perfect place.
Right, the gear
for
are right on
landing.
the fulcrum point of this airplane. So when you come in and land, I mean, you can hold the nose up forever on this airplane, right up until it falls down right at the end.
I keep running the tape.
There you go. Just keep cutting. I'm going to let you cut open everything while I'm talking. So once again today, guys, we do have 5 new shirt designs available on the Boozers RC with our patches. We have a lot more coming as quickly as Lori can make them. She has been a trooper for us. Mrs. Boozer has been working her butt off this week on getting the shirt designs ready to get the squadron patches converted into files that we can show. So we're just trying to get into the box real quick here. We're going to lay everything out for you as we unwrap it. Man, they got this thing taped in here good though, I will tell you. We're going to do a complete build video of it. Not on the live, of course. We could, but I think it's better if we do an up-close and personal build.
We'll get it all out of the box. It's
You know,
kind of cumbersome just to get one out of the box, and we'll go through
They tape
everything.
it in here good. Here we go. I kind of like the blue paint job. You know, I've only ever seen this airplane in the orange paint job on anybody's video. So here we go. Let's lift. Like, tell you what, Dad. Sorry. I'm gonna take this box.
Okay.
Move it out of the way, so we can set this stuff on the table as we go here. All right. Let's just pick this. I was gonna say pick up the box and then take it out over there. And it's big. It's a really good size airplane.
This is not a small jet by no means.
So we got our cruise-in stand.
I mean, look at the fuse on this thing. This is not a small
Airplane, yeah. Oh,
Oh, Kevin's in here now.
oh man, look at it.
Let's get rid of this.
Okay, is that everything? I think it cuts in half when there's more in here. Wait, there's some elevators.
Look at that.
Kevin, welcome. Thank you again for letting us do this. We'll double check the box.
Check, make sure.
But we can at least unwrap it.
Let me have that over.
Oh,
All right, let's get the plastic off. Ooh, baby.
Homeboy says, is it easy to fly? He's never heard of a big, fast EDS that's easy to fly.
I'm telling you guys, this is one of the easiest flying airplanes out there right now. Yeah, I mean, you're still got a fast airplane. It's not your first airplane or anything. But, oh, look at it. Guys, they even put a piece of foam in the tail to keep it from hurting it. I've never seen that done before. But there's actually a piece of foam in the exhaust to keep it from getting crushed. Ooh, look at that big 12-bladed EDI. Ooh, new smell.
It's actually got a wood rib in here.
Yeah, it's wood reinforced throughout the airplane. I mean, these guys really do it right. If you've seen any of the stuff that RC Jetworks is doing with HSD in them right now, it's been really neat. The way they're building these airplanes now, you can actually get some of the HSD airplanes where you can put a turbine in these foam airplanes, which is just mind-blowing to me. They don't offer it right now in the FlexJet. I mean, look at the how they've routed the wires in this airplane. Everything is already zip-tied together. I mean, the quality, the way they build it. You've got the Aura 8 flight controller in this airplane. The gyro, I mean, it just makes this airplane fly phenomenal.
Kevin says that Aura makes the flight very stable.
Oh, it does, yeah. But you can see they've got the nice wood tray built into this airplane. It's very structurally strong. Let's flip it over real quick. Show them the bottom. Like I said, this is the blue FlexJet. Everybody's been doing the orange one lately.
And this flies on what?
6L 5000s.
6L 5000.
You get gear doors. They are sequenced gear doors. Unfortunately, I can't fire them up for you just yet until we get to actually putting it together. good looking airplane. We're already actually talking about repainting it though and making it a NASA T-33 kind of inspired airplane.
Which won't be hard because there's not a whole lot of.
The good news is it's bare painted. It's bare foam. It's not painted. So you peel the stickers off and you've got a bare canvas on this airplane.
This here is painted right here, but
other than that, I mean,
the
most
rest
of
of
it's
it's
stickers, so you can
stickers,
change
so-
it. Okay, so we've got the elevators. Let's see if I can kind of just stick some stuff together here just to show you what this airplane's going to look like all together. But it's a really, really impressive airplane. Full flying stab. So full flying stab, guys. We're just going to kind of poke it together for you real quick. We're not actually going to do the assembly yet.
Kevin's asking everybody what they think would be a cool paint job.
Yeah, I mean, we can paint it whatever we want. It's kind of one of those things. It's a blank canvas. I like it when they finish these airplanes with no paint on them because we can make them whatever we want now. I got the wing for that side, Dad. I don't think we'll stick all of it together.
Okay.
I don't know how easy it's going to kind of hold together here. But just so y'all can get an idea of what it's going to look like.
I like the purple.
I mean, the blue paint job is really pretty.
Kind of blue purple, purpley.
I'm just going to kind of dry fit it all together. I think, is that the tail?
Yep.
Yep, that's the tail.
That's close enough.
So just so y'all can see kind of the size of it, I mean, it's a big airplane.
Dennis just popped in, said he was grilling a ribeye.
Ooh.
Sounds delicious.
Man, guys, I'm excited about this airplane. Those are the tip missile rails.
Yes, the rails on the end.
It's a neat airplane. It's kind of a mix between like an F-16 wing. It's got, man, it's a bunch of airplanes kind of mixed together.
It looks like an F-16, but it doesn't have. This is completely
You know,
different up here.
the other thing that's kind of neat on this airplane is it has weighted control surfaces. So the tips of these control surfaces actually have lead in them, just like a real airplane to help. It helps it when it's actually moving. I don't know how it works. I'm going to be honest with you. Yes, ma'am, we've got a question.
Homeboy wants to know, does this have the aura stabilization?
It does. This one does have the aura stabilization. Like I said, later this week I'm going to do a full video on how to put it together, how to hook up the aura, and how to bind it. Program it, everything.
Comes with
So-
a programming plug.
Yep, it does actually come with the USB adapter. It should come right out of the box ready to fly with the programming already in it for Spectrum, as far as I know. Do you have another question? Just give me a crazy look. Okay.
Dennis
So-
just needs to stop talking about a steak. He's making me hungry.
But, I mean, guys, it's a beautiful airplane, and the size, I mean, it's a big airplane. I'm trying to think. I think it's actually bigger than the 90mm F-16 from Freewing.
Here's all the.
Yep. It's 6 cell, 22 volt, 5 volt altitude. Yep. Yeah, we'll be going through all the
that.
instruction part of it on the actual build video of it.
You read Chinese, you can do that too.
Yeah, it comes in Chinese and English. Lots of carbon spars for this airplane. Holy cow. Lots and lots of it. I just think that's hilarious that it comes with that tube stuck in it.
Well, I mean,
It's a good idea though. Look, you can even see where the fan blades were hitting it.
right.
It's even got cutouts where all the individual fan blades actually set up against that little tube in the
Right,
shipping
shoot dark
process. It'd be funny to turn it on and shoot that thing out the back.
The instruction manual looks very detailed.
Yep.
There you
Got a lot of good, look like a lot of good information in it as far as everything you need to know. I mean, it's not a small instruction book
You know,
by no means.
The other thing I've noticed just right away is the servos in this airplane look bigger than the standard servos that you get in most of the airplanes nowadays. I think these are actually 12 gram instead of 9s. They look bigger. I'll have to double check that to make sure, guys, but they look bigger than the standard servos. Man, the other cool
Yep.
thing, Lori, if you can show them the linkages. Look at the quality of these linkages on this airplane. They're metal. They're not plastic. Yeah, okay, yeah, they're 15 gram servos.
Some of
We just looked it up in the manual. 15 and 12 gram servos in this airplane, so they're not your standard 9 grams. Metal
Hey.
Gear, 12 grams. and Metal Gear 15-gram servos, though they are bigger servos than standard. And then you get that metal control rod linkages in this airplane too, which that is neat. The quality in this airplane, and then Lori, show them also the hinges inside of here. These are not foam hinges; they're actually hinges with a pin through them. The quality on this airplane is outstanding. The way
It
it's
says
built.
4,000 to 52.
4,000 to 5,200 6S
6L.
batteries on this one, so you do have a battery range.
And it does have an 80 amp ESC
Yep,
with,
with
a
a 5-volt
and
BEC.
8 amp external BEC.
Man, guys, I mean the quality of this airplane to finish, it's amazing to me how they did the hinges on it and everything. I mean, it's built phenomenally. I mean, phenomenally built. All right. Well.
But you're getting what you pay for.
Yeah,
I
you
guess.
get what you pay for. I will tell you, this is not the cheapest airplane on the market by any means. You're definitely paying for the extra quality that you're getting in this airplane, but man, it is gorgeous. Gorgeous airplane. Do y'all have any questions? Want to see anything up close before we actually go to a build video on that? Okay, Lori says we have a question.
Are you going to be flying this with a Spectrum radio, like a DX6E?
I will be
6
flying it
channels
with
be
a-
okay?
I will be flying it with my IX-12 actually, but yes, I will be flying on Spectrum. The receiver's actually sitting there for it too, somewhere, right there in the box. But yeah, I'll be flying on Spectrum. Everything you see the boozers fly. Yep. Here's our Spectrum receiver we're going to be using with a satellite. It actually only uses one plug on a Spectrum receiver when you hook it up to an Aura, so you don't really need this big of one, but it's what Kevin gave us to use, so we're going to put whatever he wanted in here. So it's funny, yeah, on your Aura flight controller you use one, as far as I know, to hook it up. I'll have to double check it, but I think that's right, because most of it all flies through the Aura. I know on my Flex Innovation Cessna 170, it doesn't even use a receiver. You just use the satellites in that one and plug them straight into the Aura. So I've got to double check, read the manual on here a little bit on it, and we'll get back to you on it. But yeah, on the Flex Innovation Cessna 170, I tell you, you only use the little satellite receivers, not the actual receiver. So
And would six channel be okay for this, or do you need?
yes,
Yep.
6 channels, plenty for this.
Okay.
That's what it says
So
up on that.
landing gear, ailerons. I don't even think you have flaps unless you program them into the Aura. When I flew it, I didn't use flaps, and I mean the gyro and the wing loading on this airplane is so light. You're going to be amazed when you see it actually fly in our videos how slow this airplane can fly. And the high alpha it can do is ridiculous. They actually have an 8S version of this with thrust vectoring, and it can hover. So it's a very light airplane.
It's a
6-channel receiver. Yep.
Any brand.
Yep. Any brand 6-channel receiver can go in this. There you go.
Says,
Futaba, High Tech, anybody. Grotner, JR. Which JR and Spectrum are actually the same thing now. So
Excellent.
if you have a JR receiver, you can actually bind it to your Spectrum radio. I don't know if a lot of you guys knew that or not, but if you've seen our T45 videos, I actually fly that T45 on a JR receiver in my T45.
Is this a 12 blade?
12 blade? Yep.
12 blade?
That was my next question. Innie or outie?
I think it's an Audi. I can't reach it. I think it's an Outrunner. Does it say it on
I
there?
don't know.
I'm fairly sure it's an Outrunner on this one.
I'll have to look.
Hang on, let me reach up in there and I'll push it real quick. I'll tell you. It's an Outrunner. There you go.
You go, an outie.
It's an Audi.
Hal Roofner says, thank you, Wesley, for recommending the Denim Pro Duo charger. It saved a few batteries. Aaron?
Yes, what do they call that? It's the Venom
That's
Venom
I said
Pro
Venom.
Duo charger. Yeah, I actually run 2 of them. So they make a 4-port version of that charger. I've really liked the 2 ports though. I just bought 2 of them. They were the same price as buying one 4-port, and then I can take one to the field and leave one home, because you usually only need 2 ports at the field. But it's just worked out good to me always to have it. Dad's running one now too. I bought him one for Christmas. It's a great charger because you can charge 2 at a time.
Yeah.
And I think it's 50 amp rated on both sides, if I remember. It'll cook them.
It will handle the large batteries.
Yeah,
no problem.
a lot of guys at the field, Dad included, had one of those IMAX B6 chargers, and you try and put a 6 cell on them, and they get
5,000.
so hot.
I actually burnt one of them.
Right, and so we went to these Venom Duo chargers, and we haven't had any problem charging 6 cell batteries now. It'll actually handle the load, which is a big thing on those. Sorry to get off of the FlexJet for a minute. But hey, it's part of it, guys. This is Sunday Fun Day. We just do whatever.
Sunday Fun Day.
That's right, Sunday Fun Day. We actually haven't figured out what to call the live chat on the Boozers channel. So guys, help us.
Hey, put out what we've decided to do the A10.
Okay, yeah. So everybody's been asking
to do a whole
airplane repaint. So we are going to do a repaint of the Freewing A10. We're still debating between 2 or 3 paint jobs, but we think we've settled on doing the 60th anniversary of the Normandy invasion paint job that they've done. It's got the big red devil on the side of it, green airplane, invasion stripes. I'm sure you guys have seen it. But we're thinking that we're going to do a full repaint on the channel for you guys of that. Get the graphics in from Cali.
And why we're going to do it is because we've actually got a lot of painting to do on the airplane.
Right, and
you got to paint the top olive drab, the bottom gray. Then we have to do all the
graphics and the invasion stripes, and then we'll dirty it because why not? And we'll do our rivets on it. Yep, top Papa Dot it. We're going to do the whole airplane. I know you guys have really been interested in seeing a full repaint from us, though, so that'll be a good one to do it on. I've heard several guys mention us that they've actually tried airbrushing now. It's been really cool. The guys that have reached out to us and sent us pictures of their airplanes that they've done our weathering on, we've made sure to send them some stickers. We did get a bunch more stickers in. We're trying to figure out a good way of selling these. But right now, you know, guys that are supporting the channel, we've been trying to just send them out to them here and there. While the channel's kind of small, I know if it ever gets pretty big, it'll be a lot harder to do that. But we do appreciate everybody that supported us. Now that everybody's probably in here again, let's hit on it again. We have our Teespring store. Dave, if you'll do me a big favor and drop a link, or Lori, whoever. We put 5 shirts out today of the squadron patches Dad's been making. We turned them into t-shirts. We know a lot of guys can afford a t-shirt a whole lot more than they're going to be able to afford our custom painted artwork. So, you know, at $22 you can get in there and support us guys to get more airplanes on the channel. We've got, like I said, we've got the Merry Boozer shirts, which I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen. And then we also have all our squadron patches now that we're starting to roll out.
We've got 5 of them on there.
5 of them on there. We've probably got about 30 to go. So.
And we've tried to make them across the board. If you want a transport, if you want a fighter, or if you want a bomber or a medium bomber, those 5 cover those things right at the present moment.
It's one of those cool things, guys. I know a FlexJet wouldn't have had one, but say you have a P-47, you can go in there and find a P-47 squadron and get you a P-47 shirt to match your airplane when you're at the Fun Flies or whatever kind of event. It's kind of what we're thinking with that. We're going to order all 5 of them today and get them in so we can actually see what they look like, start wearing them too. We really think they're going to be really neat because Miss Lori has done a wonderful job of recreating the patches onto the computer, which me and him have no idea what we're doing on that, but she's great on it. So it's been great. Lori, aren't those other patches sitting right there too? If you want to show them, we've got a couple new patches too that Papa Boozer's been doing that we're going to turn into shirt designs also. She's going to hold them in front of the camera for you for a second. That's a transport one. She's going to move up here in better lighting. There we go. Can't see what it is off the top of it because you got all 3 of them together. C-47, so that's a transport squadron. 310th Troop Carriers. C-47, C-46, C-40, whatever. There's a bunch of them. Got some more patches here. 61st Fighter Squadron. This one was P-39s, P-40s, P-47s, P-51s, P-80, P-86. Anyway.
F-86.
Whole bunch of them, though. That's a neat
that
one.
That one goes a long way.
413th bombardment, medium bombers, B-17s, and B-47s. Anyway, we got some more neat patches. We're slowly, like I said, turning them into it. We've got, what, 30 or so? We've got to turn into T-shirts. It just takes a little time.
Just, with 5 of them, we've only scratched a little bit of the surface. So, you know, we're going to add them as we come along. I'm hoping one of these days we can also offer you a jacket, a light jacket that's made of cloth, but with the same designs on them. So, and they'll be, you know, instead of A2 that's cost you $200 for the A2 and then the artwork on it, I'm hoping that we might be able to come out with a light jacket.
Some kind of jacket for 30 or 40 bucks is what we're trying to do, where it's got the patch and the patch and
all of it. But we're crawling before we start trying to run, guys. So we're going to see how well this does with you, and hopefully you guys are going to enjoy them. Yeah. I know I would.
Yeah, definitely check out the shirts. They're awesome. And like I said, later this week, I've got to sit down with Lori. I'm actually home all the time now, so it'll be a little easier to do this, but I'm going to put this airplane together with her filming over the shoulders so you can actually see the build. I could do it on the live, guys, but it's so much stuff gets lost in the live video as far as how to put it together correctly. And I'm going to actually sit down and show you how to program an airplane on my IX-12 with this when we put it together. It's really going to be good, and it's going to be a neat thing too to show you the Aura flight system, because I'm very new to the Aura. I've done the other gyro, what's it called, the Hobby Eagle A3. I've put that in everything under the sun. So.
And the last time I seen how many people had looked at how to install it was like 1,500.
To get off the subject a little bit, but yeah, our top performing video on our channel is actually our gyro installation video, which I would have never thought would have been the one that everybody loved, but I guess a lot of guys have learned from it.
But those gyros are just, I mean, they're inexpensive. They're 20 bucks. And for what they do is phenomenal.
You know, so, I know a lot of guys don't like gyros. They make it too easy. I love them. You know, I've been flying since I was 13. I can fly anything you put in front of me, but I don't see why you wouldn't want the ease and the niceness of it. When you fly in a crosswind, whatever, they just make it
out there
a joy.
And the thing is doing this all over the place, and then it just goes, instead of this, it does this.
It doesn't hinder you on a sport pilot.
No.
I'm a sport pilot. I can fly 3D, but if you're flying 3D, I could see it being in the way. But for a sport pilot that's trying to fly scale maneuvers and stuff, it's one of the best things out there. My opinion, for 20 bucks, why would you not do it?
I don't know. I mean, it just makes my life a lot easier. It makes me look like a good pilot when I'm not.
Anyway, guys, that's kind of it for the day. We're really excited to fly the FlexJet. We wanted to just kind of open it up for you today on the live show, let you see it. Check out our new shirts. We can't wait to get the video of the actual build of this airplane. It's probably going to take 30 minutes to build it. I mean, it's amazing to me.
It's not that much.
It amazes me how easy airplanes are to put together nowadays. I mean, it blows me away. I mean, all the wood's already glued in this one even.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you take it out of the box, the servos are in there, everything, and stick it together. But we will do a video of putting it together and the proper setup for the flying stab, everything like that. No flaps on this airplane. Not to say you couldn't put them on here, but it really doesn't need it. When I flew it, it took me a minute to get used to it, but I mean, it comes in at a crawl. You can high alpha this thing like crazy. This has to be one of the best flying jets I've ever flown.
Wasn't it windy the day you flew the
It was. It was windy when I flew it, crosswind when I flew it.
I remember it was really windy and it was not a problem.
But anyway, guys.
You know, another thing, guys, the size of the airplane, I can't tell you as much. The larger you get, y'all all know this, the larger they are, the easier they are to fly.
Yep, I mean, definitely.
You want something that's hard to fly, get one of these little things and fly it. I mean, if you can fly that, you can fly anything. But the larger they are,
the easier they are.
Easy they are. The more,
I would say,
don't be afraid of it, is what I'm saying.
If I had one complaint on the FlexJet, because, you know, here at the Boozers channel, this is our real money, and I'm going to be honest with you. One complaint I have about the FlexJet is the interior of it.
Yeah.
Or you want to bring that camera in here? I'm not the biggest fan of the interior.
Stick a seat
It's
and a
kind of
stick in
cheap
it.
looking on that. And I'd rather be honest with you guys. If we see something that I wish they would have spent $10 more to make that cockpit a little better. It's sealed. I can't put a gauge in there. Nothing. I'm not a fan of that. It would have taken, you know, like I said, spend $10 or $20 extra in the price of this airplane and give me a cockpit. I would have liked to have seen that.
And put a pilot figure.
Put a pilot in it. You know, I could peel it off there and put it in there, but
But
man,
why?
you're talking a $500 jet. Give me a little bit better cockpit.
Interior.
But, and I'd rather be honest. And if we see anything else as this goes along, I'm going to tell you. That's just how it is. Now, anyway, that's it for me today, guys. We're going to do an actual build video. Like I said, I just wanted to get it while we were initially opening it. That new smell. New airplane smell.
You can't beat it.
Can't beat it. That's
Not
right.
like a new car.
Well, guys, if we don't have any other questions, I think we're about done for the day.
Are we for sure repainting this plane? Someone was asking that.
We're not 100% sure. We're going to do the A10 before this one probably. But we probably will end up repainting this one over time. I'd like to see a custom paint job on this airplane just because I never see a FlexJet that's been custom painted. I don't think I've ever seen anybody custom paint one of these. And I think it'd be a fun airplane to do. And when we repaint it, I might actually address the cockpit too. When I'm repainting it, I might go on and rip that open and fix it. So, as great as this airplane flies, it's a good candidate to do a repaint on and spend the time on. I mean, it flies so good.
You know, if you really love this airplane, what I'd say, if it flies like Wesley says it does, and it's really going to be one of your favorite airplanes,
why not spend the time?
then take it
Right.
to that next level and do your thing with it.
Fly it first.
Fly it
guys.
first.
Yeah, that's what I always
That's
say.
what I
It
say.
comes out of the box looking pretty good. Fly it for a little bit, get used to it, and then put the time into it to paint it.
Papa's favorite saying is, "I don't fly turds."
Right, and this one is not a turd, I can tell you.
Well,
I
know,
have
but
flown
mean,
it.
But if it comes out, I'm not going to put any more time in it.
Right. If something doesn't fly very good, then why do it? But we know this one does fly good.
Yeah.
I keep thinking that I want to do this one like a NASA T-33. You used to always see it back in the golden age of rocketry. They'd fly a T-33, wasn't it? Yeah. In NASA before they went out. And I see this airplane in a NASA paint job. And it'd be real easy because all the blue that you see on it's just a sticker, and then this is bare foam under it. So a repaint on this airplane is going to be very easy to do. But that's what I keep seeing for my personal thought on what I'd like to see this airplane look like is maybe a T-33. An F-16 paint job would be a good
You
one
know,
on there.
I'm always concerned because I come out of the old days of painting always made your airplane heavier. And you can go too far and you can get a plane where it's so heavy that with paint, then you change the flight characteristics. So,
But you don't have to worry about it on these because they're so lightly wing loaded anymore.
that's true.
You
So,
really
I
don't
mean,
have to worry about that.
in the old days with even the old prop jobs with the gas, man, you got an airplane and you put too much paint on it,
They wouldn't fly.
It was a.
He had what was the brand of that F-8 Bearcat?
I don't remember.
It was the
built
most
up.
beautiful airplane
I mean,
you'd ever seen. This guy had the guy that painted it before him,
It was,
I mean, it was painted. It had every rivet on it made out of glue. The guy had just gone crazy, but it flew like crap.
I put a 91. It was a 60 size airplane. I put a 91 two-stroke OS engine in it, and it still flew like crap.
It just
But
had.
it stuck a big ass prop on that thing. It could probably grind if you took it over too far. It'd grind the prop off.
Take
But
it
it
off.
still flew like a turd.
Yeah.
I mean,
Someone
it's
just
alright.
asked where's the landing gears.
I haven't put them out yet because I don't actually have anything hooked up.
Okay.
But they are under these flaps right here. And they are suspension retract
What's
on this
that?
airplane.
What's it
Here,
called?
let me just pull these off. I'll pull everything off real
And
quick.
are
they-
they metal, do you know?
They are metal.
They're under these.
Yep. Here, open it. Just turn it over. We can open one. Yes, they are trailing link suspension retracts, guys. I mean, they're very. Just leave this one up here. We'll just do this front one.
Here's this one.
Anyway, yeah, trailing link suspension retracts, guys. All metal, aluminum.
Very, very hefty.
And if you look, it's not just setting on foam like most of these do.
No.
This one
setting on
is. This one's got a plastic tray, but if you look at them, they actually are mounted into hardwood on here. It's really neat how they build these.
You can hit this one pretty hard on the nose, and I don't think it'll come out that
Ooh,
that
I
easy.
don't know if I can push that back down. I might have rounded it out. I'll hook up a servo tester in a minute and get them to close. But yeah.
I just pushed mine down.
Anyway, just so you can see, yeah, they are metal. You do have nice, easy access to the fan if you ever have to service it. 2 screws, pop that out. Easy access to the fan for service. You know, it's not the prettiest finish on this airplane because it's bare foam, you know, but for what it is, I mean, it's going to be a phenomenal flying airplane. I can't get it to close now. I bound out the servo. I can't. Anyway, I'll hook up the servo checker in a minute to it, and we'll put the gear back up. But now you can see them at least. But yeah, guys, that's it for today. We just wanted to kind of show you the unboxing of it. We'll get it built this week. We'll do a full video on the build of it.
Might be able to
Getting
do a video by the weekend.
Yeah, I'll probably get the video up before the end of the week. So guys, I got a new job now. I'm not going to be on the road all the time. So I know a lot of you guys didn't know that, but before this, I worked nonstop. So a little bit different now. Yes, ma'am.
6L or 8L?
6L.
6L.
We did not get the 8S version. They do make it in an 8S with thrust vectoring, and this airplane will hover. But our good friend Kevin Farros actually bought this airplane, and I'm not going to complain if I'm not paying for it. So, anyway, we're happy to have the 6L version. I've flown the 6L version before. It is an awesome, awesome airplane. So, we'll be really looking forward to getting it put together for you and flying it.
What's the new job?
I work at Webster Hardware and Farm Supply with my wife, so no more selling utility tools anymore. So anyway, that's what I do. It's like an Ace Hardware. So hey, I don't care if y'all know. It's a good time. I sell hardware supplies, but I've always been a salesman for forever. So anyway, guys, I think we're about done. So thanks for stopping by the Boozers channel. We really enjoyed it. Check out the t-shirt store. We've really been working hard on getting those t-shirts out. I hope everybody enjoys them. I hope everybody buys them.
Yeah, we've been promising them for a while.
So it's good to finally start getting them.
That's why we're so excited to have them out there for you guys. I mean, we've been working real hard to get those things
Yeah, we've been
out there.
talking about the patches and trying to make t-shirts with them for a while, and they're finally starting to hit the market. And like I said, we've got more and more and more and more of them to come in the next few weeks. So keep looking at the store. It's going to update every day. We're going to be throwing new patches on there as fast as we can get them made. So it's an exciting time at the Boozers. We've really been working hard for you guys.
If you like the Memphis Belle, it's coming.
Yeah,
If
Memphis
like,
Belle, the Doolittle Raiders.
Doolittle Raiders, they're coming. They're not on there yet.
We have the AVG is on there for the Flying Tigers, but we have another one coming. But we're working on the Blood. What the heck's it
Blood
called?
chip.
Blood chip that goes on the back. You've seen it before. It's the white rectangle with all the Chinese writing.
It tells them that they were volunteers.
What other big ones are coming right now? I don't even remember.
I don't remember.
Anyway, we're currently working on it. I think the B-29 that dropped the atomic
Enola
bombs would be
Gay,
neat.
maybe.
Yeah.
I haven't
Enola
read that
Gay
one
and
yet.
Boxcar, those would be neat ones. So let us know if there's something cool you want to see. I'll put this down so I don't keep squeaking it. Whoa! Sorry about that. I know that was loud.
Yeah,
That's
the
our dog. Hush, dog.
Okay.
Anyway, we're going to go on and cut this off for the day. I'm sorry that we just made everybody deaf in the video. Laurie, would you come cut this off? Guys, thank you again for being here today. If y'all have any questions in the future, you can always message me on Facebook. As everybody going, oh God, what was that?
Get him.
Get him, dog. Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
And the dog is about this big.
he's this big with that huge bark. So hush, hush. Here he comes.
Winnie.
There he is.
There he is, dog.
He hit under the table. Weenie! Come here.
Yeah, there he is.
Yeah, that's the dog. With a
Big dog bark. But okay, guys, we've had a great time. Thank you for coming by and seeing the airplane today. Like I said, look forward this week. I'll get with Laurie and we'll